You should now be able to solve all of the corners while looking at the cube. Let's come up with a memorization technique so you can solve them without looking at it. First, let's go through notation. We'll call this position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, position 5, position 6, position 7, and position 8. Now if we start here, this is the position this is the piece that's on deck. It's in the undisturbance zone. Okay, we already see that this is the bad corner, and it's solved and it's in the undisturbance zone. So we have to send it to an unsolved corner. Well, the buffer position is unsolved. So let's send it here. So we'll start off by saying 2. Next, this piece belongs here. So after we've sent this bad corner here, you'll notice that this corner is the next corner that's on deck. So what we're going to be doing is we're tracing a path through the cube by going here. This piece belongs, so this piece goes here, and now this piece will be the next piece that's on deck. So far we have 2, 5, and we can see already that this blue, red, yellow goes back here in position 2. So 2, 5, 2. When we sent this position back here, you'll remember that we actually had the bad corner originally go to position 2. So that means that when we put this into the correct corner, into position 2, we now need to take the bad corner and send it elsewhere. So let's move it to position 4. 2, 5, 2, 4, orange, green, white, 8, white, blue, red, so that is here, 6. So we have 2, 5, 2, 4, 8, 6, and then green, red, white. Green, red, white is here. So that's position 7. So it's 2, 5, 2, 4, 8, 6, 7. And while you're doing this, while you're memorizing, just try to come up with ways to remember the different numbers. 2, 5, 2, 4, 8, 6, 7. So orange, blue, yellow. Orange, blue, yellow. This is position 1. Orange, green, yellow. Now this goes to position 4. So we have 2, 5, 2, 4, 8, 6, 7, 1, 4. So this was kind of a hard example, but hopefully by doing that, you should be able to get anything that's simpler. Now, one last thing with this case is there was an odd number of solves we had to do. So if you notice 2, 5, 2, 4, 8, 6, 7, 1, 4, that's 9. It's an odd number. If you have an odd number, you should execute the corner switching algorithm one more time. So it should be 2, 5, 2, 4, 8, 6, 7, 1, 4, and think of the number 2 at the end. 2 would just represent, switching it off one more time. It's called parity. Basically, all it means is remember that when you're doing this corner switching algorithm, there's always some side effect of flipping 2 corners. In this case, you're also flipping 2 edges. Remember, we're using the same algorithm for corner solving as we are during the next step, which is edge switching. So if we actually solve all of the corners in an odd number of steps, when we move on to the edge switching algorithm, we're going to start moving the edges around, but these two edges are going to be flipped around. And when we've memorized them a certain way, but when we're solving it in the opposite way. So we're going to just temporarily switch them back. And now you may be thinking, well, that screws up the corners, but actually when you solve the edge switching when you solve the edges, if you solved an odd number of swaps in the corners, you're going to also have an odd number of swaps in the edges. So it'll just kind of correct itself out. Okay, so if I actually want to go through and do this, so 252, 486, 714. So let's do it. 2. Next is 5. Move it back. 2. You can see that this is solved now, and what we're going to do is we're going to kick this to a new place. So it's 252, 4. 4 is here. You can see 4 is now solved. 8. So 8 is now solved. 6, so that's here. So 6 is now solved. 7. Seven is solved. 1, so that's this guy. And 4. Okay, so the cube is solved, but remember I also have parity, which means I have an odd number, 252, 486, 714. So I need to do it one more time, because if you rewind the video, you'll probably notice that these were switched off to begin with. So we need to put these back into their original places. So just do the algorithm one more time. Now you notice you've screwed up these two corners, but like I said, when we're solving the edges, if you have an odd number of corners, you're going to have an odd number of edges to solve. So these will just switch right back into place.